Hello everyone, this is the Sony A700 digital camera. That is the Verrazano Bridge in New York City. Let's check out both of them. Hello everyone, Carmine from New York here, photographer in Manhattan since the 1970s. This is the Sony A700 along with the Sony lens 18 to 55 DT SAM2. What does DT stand for on a Sony lens? It stands for it's good for a crop sensor camera. And what does SAM stand for? Silent autofocus motor. This is the 18 to 55, but I brought along today the 55 to 200 Sony lens, also a DT SAM lens. Now, this camera, the Sony A700, was built and manufactured by Sony in 2007. It has one of the most important things a digital camera can have. It has steady shot, in-body image stabilization. The camera is all metal. It has a magnesium body, but inside the chassis that holds all the components is all metal also. It's made of aluminum. This camera is sealed against dust and moisture. By no means does that mean that it's rainproof. Now, it does use one CF card or a very obsolete Sony Memory Stick Duo. Just stick with the CF card. Next, DP Review reviewed the Sony A700 back in 2007 when it came out, and it gave it a highly rated score. This camera, while it sold new in 2007 for $1,400, you can get them much less, like around $180. I got mine on MPB.com, not a sponsor. I paid for it. So, everybody wants to know, what's the megapixels? Well, it is a 12.2 CMOS sensor with that steady shot image stabilization, which the steady shot is very important. It turns all your lenses into image stabilized, even if they don't have it. It's built into the camera sensor. Now, what lenses work on the Sony A700? All Sony A mounts and Minolta A mounts, because don't forget, they were in business together when this came out. The ISO range is 100 to 1600. Now, today is as you can see, is partly cloudy or mostly cloudy. I shot today's photographs, aperture priority, f8, ISO between 100 and 400, depending on how bad the cloud situation was. But I have to point out something to you. Along with a great screen on the back, this grip is incredible. You see this little notch right here? That's for your thumb. And it also has sort of like a pistol grip right here. Look how deep that is. With this little knurl right here. This was really thought of when they designed this camera. It's heavy. It's on the heavy side because it is a metal body camera. There is a grip that you could put on the bottom to do vertical shooting and have a button on the side, but I don't need it because this grip is perfect without it. I have one complaint. You see the shutter button where it's placed over here? Right there, that round shutter button? That's not where your shutter shooting finger normally rests. It rests on this wheel. All right, it has a front and it has a rear wheel. But the shutter button should have been here, and this dial should have been in the front like the Nikon system. I found that every time I want to take a shot, I'm pressing in the wheel, but I have to lift up and hit the shutter button up here. It's trivial, but it does make a difference. I hope you've enjoyed all the photographs that I took today with the Sony A700 and the 2 Sony lenses. Do I recommend this camera? Yes. I need you to comment below if you've ever used the Sony A700 or any of the Sony Alpha cameras. Have a great day. Subscribe.